first thing we're going to do to make our set is you get this like T-shaped paper where I take these papers together so they'll fit in a half box. You're going to pencil out your set. I'm doing a landscape. This takes place outside. Just very simple. You don't have to put in a lot of details for this because the focus is not going to be on the background on the set. So I'm just putting a couple trees, remembering my rules of foreground and background and horizon line, a couple puffy clouds. Real simple. Then you're going to take a big fat permanent marker and outline everything. So just trace over those pencil lines. This will give you a good solid outline, and it will also sort of give it a cartoon-like effect. Since we're making animation, that'll be good, and it will really help to define those spaces as well. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit quicker here as I trace the rest of my background here. Once everything is traced, you're going to paint, and we're going to use temper cakes for this, and it will go very quickly because we're painting. Really, making the set should only take one session, and if you've got 2 people working on this, it's going to take even less because there shouldn't be a lot of detail. The paint will fill in very, very quickly. You do, however, want to make sure that you paint in nicely and neatly. Remember, line direction is very important in painting, or what we call brush strokes are very important, because it does show up when it's scribbly, and it does look bad when it's scribbly. You want to just use those nice horizontal or vertical lines. Now, one thing that you can do with temper cakes is you can mix them to make different shades and tones. So I mix my brown with a little bit of white, I mix my green with a little bit of white to give lighter colors to my trees. So my tree leaves are lighter green than my grass, and my trees are lighter than my path. I'm also going to mix my blue with white. Remember, you got to clean it off each time to give it a nice sky blue. And again, just using long horizontal lines and carefully coloring it in. And that is pretty much all you need to know to make your set. Now, this will curl on you, so once you're done, you're not ready to put it in your box yet because it does need to be ironed flat, and I will do that after the paint is dry. I will iron your set nice and flat. Now, as half your team is working on the set, the other half of the team should be working on making the figures. Now, I've already made my little bunny figure, or my hair for the tortoise and the hare. And I'm going to now make my tortoise. Now, my tortoise is made up of greens, so I want 2 shades of green. To make 2 shades of green, I know that if I mix yellow with green, it will make like a yellow green, a light green. So I just twist it and roll it to mix it. So twist and then roll it out, and then it will mix together. All right, now that looks nice and mixed up, and I'm ready to actually use this in my figure making. Alright, and when you put these together, unlike clay that we put in the kiln, you don't have to score these or anything. You just mold them into the shapes that you need and just kind of press it together. And press it together gently. Don't smash it on there because we will be taking these apart because this clay never ever dries out. So we can actually use this clay over and over and over again for years. You won't be taking your clay figures home with you because we have already invested in the clay and we're going to use them over and over again. So just gently press the different colors together so that you can gently take them off as needed. You'll be able to mold and shape that animal because the clay will never harden or dry out. It's an oil-based clay called modeling clay. All right, so I've got my tortoise and my hare, and I'm ready to start setting up my set and shooting. To clean up this clay, because it's oil-based, we're going to use Clorox wipes on both our hands and our tables.